Hello everyone, welcome to my channel India Gate. This is Nani Sharma, and in this session of the FCAT EQT we talk about the 100 MCQ question of the mechanical branch. So let's get starting. Here first question, put in field support has how many reaction and moment? So answer is 2 reaction and 1 moment. Next question, which support has one moment? So fixed support has 1 moment. Next question, what is science that describe the predicts the effect on bodies at rest or in the motion by the force acting on it? That is your engineering mechanics. Now next question, what refers to negligible body when compared to the distance involved regarding its motion? So that is your particles. Okay, next is the resulting force of distributed load is always acting as the centroid of the area of the loading curve. Now come to the next question. The resultant force of the distributed load is always equal to the area under the load curve. Okay, the area under the loading curve is equal to the resultant force. Okay, now next is when a body has more support than there are necessary maintain equilibrium, the body is said to be a static equilibrium. Okay, next question, when does an equation be considered dimensionally homogeneous? The equation is considered dimensionally homogeneous when the dimensions of various terms on the left side of the equation is the same as the dimension of the various terms on the right hand side. Okay, now come to the next question. What refers the branch of the mathematics which deals with dimension of qualities? So answer is dimensional analysis. So dimensional analysis is your correct answer. Next question, what is a simple beam? A simple beam is supported only at its endets. Okay, next is the condition of equilibrium or motion of rigid body remain unchanged if a force acting at the given point of the rigid body is replaced by a force of same magnitude and direction but acting at the different point, provided that the two forces have the same line of action. This statement is known as the principle of transmissibility. Okay, so principle of transmissibility is your correct answer. Next question is, if two forces acting simultaneously on a particle can be represented by two sides of a triangle taken in order that the third side represent the resultant in the opposite order, the statement is known as triangle law of forces. Okay, so correct answer is triangle law of forces. Now come to the next question. If the number of concurrent forces acting simultaneously on a particle are represented in magnitude and direction by the side of the polygon taken in order, then the resulting of this system of the forces is represented by the closing side of the polygon in the opposite order. So the statement is known as polygon law. Okay, now come to the next question. A beam which more than one support is called your continuous beam. Now come to the truss consisting of coplanar member is known as plane truss. Now next question is a truss consisting of non-coplanar member, it is known as space truss. So space truss is your correct answer. Now next question is, the following are quantities that describe the motion and use Newton's law of motion and the Almerd principle expect one. Which one? So that one is your time. Okay, next question is, which of the following set of equations that describe motion and use the principle of work and energy? So these set of quantities are force, mass, distance and velocity. Now come to the next question. Which of the following set of the quantities that describe motion and use of principle of impulse and momentum? So these set are force, mass, velocity and time. Now come to the next question. The principle of kinetics of particles are derived from which law? So these are derived from Newton's second law. Now come to the next question. What type of the impact is when the motion of one or both of the colliding bodies is not directed along the line of impact? That is your oblique impact. Okay. What type of the impact is when the centers of mass of colliding bodies are not located on the line of impact? That is your eccentric impact. Next question is, if the coefficient of resolution is 0, then impact is your perfectly inelastic impact. Okay. Next question is, a uniform circular motion can be considered as the combination of two simple harmonic motions. So correct answer is your two simple harmonic motion. Come to the next question. One calculating the work of a force on a rigid body exactly the same as one would calculate the work for particle. That is your work of the forces. So work of a force is correct answer. Next question. This equation state that change in momentum of fluid particles depend only on the external pressure and internal viscous forces acting on the fluid. That is your Navier-Stokes equation. So Navier-Stokes equation is your correct answer. Now come to the next. A type of a force acting on a body causing by the friction between the body and the ground, that is your shear force. Now next question is, the unit of the force is force Newton is equivalent to kilogram meter per second square. This is very simple question. Now here next question is, a property of fluid which is the force generated by the fluid in response to a velocity gradient, that is your viscosity. Okay, viscosity is your correct answer. Next question. What is the branch of engineering mechanics which refers to this study of rigid body in the motion under the action of the force? That is your dynamic branch of the engineering mechanics. Now next question is, what is the branch of the engineering mechanics which refers to the study of rigid body in the motion without reference to the force that causing the motion? That is your kinematics is your correct answer. Now next question. What refers to the force that hold part of the rigid body together? That is your internal force. Okay. Next question is, what refers to a pair of equation opposite and parallel forces? That is your couples. Okay. Next question is, what concurrent forces system? So concurrent force system, all forces acting at the same point, that is your concurrent force system. Now next point and next question is, what will a three force member be considered in equilibrium? So when they are concurrent or parallel, then they are considered equilibrium. Now next question, a roller support has how many reactions? So roller support one reaction. Next question, it is a time rate of change of any property of a continuum for a specified group of particles of the moving continuum body. So that is your material derivative. Okay, material derivative is known as, so it is known as various name. So correct answer is your all of above. That is your substantial derivative, commingling derivative, or convecting derivative. Next question is, the vector connecting the positions of particles in the undeformed and deformed configuration is known as and is called the displacement vector. So displacement vector is defined the undeformed and deformed configuration. Now next question, a dash is a vector field of all displacement vector for all particle in the body? So correct answer is displacement field is a vector field of all displacement vectors for all particles in the body. Now come to the next question, which is also fill in the blanks type. This is the study of physics of a continuous solid with a defined rest shape. So that is your solid mechanics is the study of the physics of a continuous solid with a defined rest shape. That is very simple question. Now next question is, it is an experimental method for visualizing and analyzing fluid flow. That is your particle image velocimetry. So particle image velocimetry is your experiment method, okay, for visualizing and analyzing fluid flow. Next question, a fluid at rest has no, so that has no shear stress, okay. Next point and next question is, which of the following statement about friction is false? So there are four options. First option is true, means the direction of friction force on a surface is such as to oppose the tendency of one surface to solid related to the others. So it is your correct statement. Now come to the next statement. The magnitude of the friction force is equal to the force which tends to move the body till the limiting value is reached. It is also correct statement. Now come to the next option. Option D. Friction force is always less than the force required to the prevent motion. Yes, it is also correct. So false statement with related friction is the total friction force is depend on the area of contact between the two forces. No, this is false statement. Now come to the next question. In the analysis of friction, the angle between the normal force and the resultant force dash the angle of friction. So in the analysis of the friction, the angle between the normal force and the resultant force is less than the angle of the friction. So it is less than is correct answer. Now come to the next question. When a block is placed on an inclined plane, it stepped inclination to which the block will be in equilibrium is called, that is called angle of response. So angle of response is your correct answer. Now come to the next question. What is usually used to move a heavy load by applying a force which is usually smaller than the weight of the load? That is your weight. Weight is your correct answer. Now come to the next question. The angle of inclined plane of a jack screw is also known as angle of lead. Okay, angle of lead is correct answer. Now come to the next question is, gravity of for two-dimensional body is the point at which the interact regardless of the orientation of the body. So correct answer for this question is weight. Weight is the correct answer. Now come to the next question. Here next question is defined. The second moment of area is the product of. So second moment of area is the product of the area and square of the distance from the reference axis. Now come to the next question. Moment of inertia of an area about an axis is equal to the sum of moment of inertia about an axis passes through the centroid parallel to the given axis, and correct answer for this is area and square of the distance between the parallel axis. Next question. What is velocity is normally referred to as the derivative of position vector with respect to time. So answer of this question is instantaneous velocity. Next question is, what is referred to the force by which work done on the particle as it move around any closed path is zero. So correct answer for this is conservative force. Now next question is, when a force causes a change in mechanical energy when it moves around a closed path, it is said to be dash force, that is called non-conservative force. Okay, now next question is, collision in which object rebound with the same speed as they had prior to the collision are known as elastic collision. So this correct answer is your elastic collision. Now come to the next question. The time derivative of angular momentum is called the torque. So torque is the correct answer for the angular momentum. Now next question is, when a body is in contact with the ground, the force that is reflected back to the body is known as the ground reaction force. That is called ground reaction force. So it is your correct answer. Now come to the next question. The gravity in the moon is about, so correct answer for this is 1.6 meter per second square. So it is very easy question for EKT branch. Now next question is, the ground reaction force on a body can be represented as single force acting on the point that is called your center of pressure. So center of pressure is your correct answer. Now come to the next question. The tuning effect on a body is depend on which of the following. So tuning effect is depend on the all of our, that is your mass of load, acceleration of gravity, moment of arm. So these are the correct answer for question. Now next question is, a perpendicular distance of the force from the point about which the body will turn is called, that is called your option A and C, that is your moment distance and lever arm. Okay, so moment arm and lever arm is your correct answer, that is your A and C. Now next question is, if the force is moved in the direction parallel to the direction of the force, the moment exerted by the force, that force is unchanged. Okay, now next question is, the moment of the force is 0 when, so there are all the above options are correct, means the moment of the force is 0 when the applied force is 0, and next option, the force is applied at the moment axis and the line of the action of the force is parallel to the axis. So these all options are correct. Now come to the next question, which is Flinders types of the question. So dash is finding a single force which shall be equal to two or more given force when acting is given direction. So correct answer for this, composition of forces is finding a single force. Okay, so correct answer for this question is composition of forces. Now next question is, he is the father of the modern engineering mechanics. So father of the modern engineering mechanics is the Stephen Thomas Salko is your father of the engineering mechanics. Now come to the next. It is the method of applying mechanics that assume all objects are continuous, that is your continuum mechanics. Okay, continuum mechanics is your correct answer. Now come to the next question, which of the following is an example of the contact force? So contact force example is air resistance force. So air resistance force is your correct answer. Now come to the next question, it occurs when an object is moving across a surface. So sliding friction is occur when the object is moving across a surface. Okay, now come to the next question, which of the following statement is correct? So there are four statements. First statement, the coefficient of the static friction is always less than 1. So it is false. Next option, the coefficient of kinetic friction is typically greater than the coefficient of static friction. So it is always also false. Now next option, the coefficient of static and kinetic friction are always equal. No, it is wrong. Now correct answer and correct statement is the coefficient of static friction is typically greater than the coefficient of the kinetic friction. Okay, so it is correct answer, that is your option B. Now come to the next question. The equation that apply to bodies moving linearly, that is one dimension, okay, with uniform acceleration are often referred to as, that is none of above. Okay, so these three are not correct answer. So correct option for this question is option D. Now come to the next question. Observed from an internal reference frame, the net force on a particle is proportional to the time rates of change of its linear momentum. This is known as Newton's dash of the motion. This is known as the Newton's second law. Okay, so correct answer is option C. Now come to the next question. It is known as quantity of the motion, that is your momentum. This is very easy. The concept of assume that the substance of the body is distributed throughout the completely fill the space it occupies with continuum. Okay, now next question is, in fluids, dash is used to assess to what extent approximation of the continuity can be made. So it is cylinder types question, and right answer is Knudsen number. So Knudsen number is correct answer for this. Now come to the next question. This equation states that change in the momentum of the fluid particle depend only on the external pressure and internal viscous force acting on the fluid, that is your Navier-Stokes equation. Okay, so first option is your correct option. Now come to the next. It is defined as regardless of the forces acting on the fluid continuously to the flow, that is your Newton fluid. Okay, Newton fluid is correct answer. Now come to the next question. Which of the following is an example of Newton fluid, that is your water? What is the example of Newton flow? Next question. If an object is stationary or moving at a constant velocity, then what is the correct option? So there are four options. Option first, no forces are acting on the object. Second, the force acting the object are balanced. Third, the object is in equilibrium state. And fourth, none either of the above. So correct answer is either of the above. Okay, that is option 4. Now come to the next question. It is the additional force that exactly balance the resultant force, that is your equivariant. Okay, equivariant is your correct answer. Now come to the next question. The equivariant of the force is 10 N at 10 degree and 15 net at 100 degree is, so there are four options. Option A 18 net 246 degree. Option B 18 net at 66 degree. Option C 25 net at minus 114, and option D 25 net at 66 degree. So correct answer of this question is 18 net at 246 degree. Now come to the next question. It is a point within an object from which the force gravity appear to act. So correct answer is all of above is correct. Means here center of gravity, centroid and center of mass, these three are correct. It is the point at which the object from which the force of the gravity appear at the acts. Okay, now option D is correct. Now come to the next question. If an area has on line of symmetry the centroid bill, then the centroid bill lies somewhere along the line of symmetry. Okay, now come to the next question. The second moment of area is an important value which is used to dash. It is also be called moment of inertia. So there are four options. Option A, determine the state of strain in the section calculate the resistance of bulking and determine the amount of diffraction in a beam. So all of above are correct. Okay, means determine the state of the state is the section calculate the resistance of the buckling and determine the amount of diffraction in the a beam. So it is the correct. Now come to the next question. Determine the magnitude of the force vector F equal to 2 ti plus 603 minus 90 k. Now what is the correct answer for this? So given the value is here. Now magnitude of the force is under root 20 square plus 60 square plus 90. So it is going to be 110 Newton. So option D is your correct answer. Now come to the next. Determine the dot product of the two vector u equal to a 8i minus 6j plus 4k and v equal to 3i plus 7j plus 9k. So what is the product of the two vectors? So here given two vectors like u and v. Now dot product is given like this, just multiply each other and we get here 18 is the correct answer. Now come to the next question. Two perpendicular vectors are given in the terms of their component by u uzi minus 43 plus 6k and v equal to 3i plus 2j minus 3k. Okay, determine the component ux. Now there are four option A, B, C and D. Now D is correct answer, that is 8.67. Now come to the solution of this question. Here two perpendicular vectors are given in the terms of their, which is represented like this. Okay, the dot product of the two perpendicular vector is 0, means u dot v equal to 0. After the dot product we get the value of ux and that is your what? That is your 8.67. Now come to the next question. It is the resistance that occur when a round object such as a ball or a tire roll on a flat surface. So correct answer of this question. So there are four options. Option A rolling resistance, option B rolling friction, option C rolling drag and option D either of above. So correct answer option D either of above. Now come to the next question. Which of the following affect the magnitude of rolling resistance an object generates? So there are four options. Type of material, dimension, both A and B, and option D none of above. So correct answer for this question is none of above. Now come to the next question. Rolling resistance coefficient is dimensionless quantity is known as what? So it is known as coefficient of rolling friction, which is very simple question. Now come to the next question. It is the factor by which a mechanism multiplies the force put into it, that is your mechanical advantage. Okay, now come to the next question. It is the study that describes the motion of macroscopic object, that is your study of classical mechanics. Now come to the next question. It is the rate of change of velocity, that is here called the acceleration. It is very easy question. Now last question of this session is the SI unit of angular velocity is. So the SI unit of angular velocity is radian per second. Now this session is ended here. I hope you understand all the MCQs, all the points. If you have any queries, so please comment me. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.